Ngamihi today's news, submissions may have closed, but the discussion continues. Today was the deadline for public submissions on the Constitution conversation, which invited New Zealanders to have their say on whether this country should have a formal written constitution and what that would involve. There's a public presentation at Te Papa tomorrow looking at future directions for this issue. Police have issued a written formal warning to an Invercargill man who verbally abused an immigrant taxi driver in a drunken tirade last Friday. Southland Area Commander Inspector Lane Todd says after looking at all the evidence available and interviewing Greg Shuttleworth, they've decided not to prosecute. The opposition wants clearer answers about how the Henry inquiry handled the leaked Kitteridge report on the GCSB. Labour leader David Shearer says it's clear that someone's not telling the truth.
They can't all be right. We've got different accounts now from Peter Dunn, from Parliamentary Services and from David Henry.
A new mountain weather forecast service has been launched online today, providing standardized 5-day forecasts every day for 24 mountain locations across 8 of the country's most popular parks. Conservation Minister Nick Smith hopes this will reduce the risk of weather-related tragedies in New Zealand's national parks and forests. There are an average of 150 mountain search and rescue call-outs and 6 deaths each year. Whangarei could soon be the gateway to a new trans-Pacific fibre optic cable, which the City Council says would be a giant boost to tourism. Regional Economic Advisory Group, Northland Inc., has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Hawaii Cable Limited, which promises a multi-million-dollar undersea cable system to land in Whangarei. Councillor Yorong Yongan says that will hugely benefit Northland's economy and provide better connectivity between New Zealand and the world. 2 of the country's agricultural hubs are set to get a lot quieter. Over the next 3 years, Ag Research will move nearly 300 jobs from Dunedin and Hamilton to Grasslands and Palmerston North and its Lincoln operation. The restructuring will see the Crown-owned research organisation invest around $100 million into the northern plants. To international news now, and Israeli and Palestinian diplomats are planning to hold formal Mideast peace negotiations by mid-August. Negotiators have concluded preliminary talks in Washington, and the U.S. Secretary of State, John Kerry, together with the Palestinian chief negotiator and Israeli justice minister, said the goal is to reach a final status agreement within the next 9 months.
2 states living side by side in peace and security, 2 states because 2 proud peoples each deserve a country to call their own.
And finally, Brazilian riot police have fired tear gas and stun grenades to disperse a violent protest organized online by the Black Bloc anarchist group. A police spokesman says 5 people were arrested for the clashes, during which protesters ransacked bank branches, shops and car dealerships in central Sao Paulo. The protest also demanded the demilitarization of the state police. Well, that's the news for Wednesday, the 31st of July. Ka ninga karere matua mai te whare kōrero rima, Moriora.